afternoon, everyone. Today is third day presentation and morning session. The My topic is queer theory in Hindi cinema. This is my personal details. Quote, a queer theory is dominated by the problematics of discovers how things are spoken about the deconstruction of categories and a profounder skepticism of science. What is the queer theory? The queer theory is a field of study that examine the nature of sexuality and the gender-based normality and how society define and police to a concept of hereditary sexuality, homosexuality, and gender identities. As a branch of gender and sexuality studies, queer theories aim of deconstruct what is acceptable or normal. A queer theory open a new avenues of thought to define concept considered central to identity and identity politics. History of the queer theory, the first of sexuality as a social contracts. In the first history of during the 1917s in a work of like the history of the sexuality in is written by work Michael of Fold. The second is a sexual behavior hierarchy. He is written by one essay of thinking sex in 1984, written by Grelier Ramban. The third is the grinding of sexuality. This is seminal book written by Kofias. And he is the coastal book in 1919. And fourth is sex and gender performs is written by Judith Butler, 1919s. And the fifth, the birth of queer theory is written by Michael Warner, and he is in the birth of queer theory is the heterosexuality, homosexuality, and the transgender is written by his work. Queer coding in Bollywood. I'm just for cinema. The first Golmaal 3, Dishum and Student of the Year, and Mr. India. In his Tushar Chaudhary, thought the problematic aspect of the representation via queer coding. This that in reject that being said, Gayonis is the often shown as a personality that of highlighted as different or odd simply because he is a voltest gender role. It is the not represent as a sexuality. Being gay is not a part of personality that can be written. It is a sexual preference, but that important narrative get sitlens, and that is what the audience observe in the films. That what the audience probably observe subconsciously about fear, people being different, and become voracious. In a goal. In a Golmaal 3, the role of a puppy, he is the forget the memories all time. Dishum Akshay Kumar, the different character in, and he is transgender. And the student of the year, Chandracharya, he is a principal of the university, and he is the character of the different identity, and also the Mr. India's the Mugembo is the different identity, Bollywood. So it is not beneficial at all. Actually, it settle of opportunities of organic representation and reinformer talk is myths about the communities of portrayal them as characteristics of antagonistic characters, says the students. Another was navigating queer representation in Indian cinema. Uh, in also talk about Vasu Vadaido, the film of the in queer theory. He represent the two character. He is Rajkumar Roy and another is heroine. So in the film, is the mainstream Hindi cinema has seen recent upticks in the portrayal of LGBTQ plus the subject. Recently, Badhai do film, he is a capture being queer in. Heteronormative patriarchal families with disputation of the same sex desire and the everyday struggles that queer people face. The movie notable despite never seen before sense of community and the friendship within the queer community. And he's the though he's the character of the different sexuality and LGBT, and one another his film is the Chandigarh Kera Ashik is attempt the start of conversation on human and the positive trans representation despite ledgering the sum of these stereotypes that tips of challenges. LGBTQ movies that were done right in Bollywood. While India as a country has come a long way in terms of how we function as a society, there's still a lie curtain aspect that we are away behind from every we should be. For example, our perceptions towards the LGBTQ community, India's for some reason considered to be unnatural. For a man not to love another woman and vice versa. Even thought the government of India has officially declared to the have no quibbles over it that thinking has not yet transplanted in mind of people. Some example of Hindi cinema in LGBTQ. Kapoor and Son of one of the more example in Kapoor and Sons. Characters. The first Siddharth Kapoor role of Arjun Kapoor and his brother Fadad Khan his role of Rahul Kapoor. So in Rahul Kapoor he is he is a transgender. And he is a relation with a boy, and his mother is ultimate with his boyfriend photo. He's seen and his show in a family in his film. अनदर फिल्म इज एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा. इन हिज फिल्म एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा was another mainstream Bollywood LGBT movie that further a big star representing the LGBTQ community. Sonam Kapoor Ahuja played the role of Sweetie Chanduria, as the daughter of the fun loving and the traditional Punjabi family. Ever since the Sweetie was a young girl, she dreamed go being a bride. Between when he grows up, he realized that although she want to be a bride, he is not the same way. He is the imaged when he is a sweetie end up rejecting all the superior picked by her parents. Balhar Chaudhary is role of Anil Kapoor and Chotara Juhi Chawla role. When the get a hint about her reason behind it, He's later revived the sweetie he is not love with a woman. While untimely, her father does not take the news well. He realized that she, the same daughter he loved, he's loved alone. So, in a film was the first mainstream of Section 317 lifting movie. Another movie is Bombay Talks. So in a movie, represent two characters, and one character is Rani Mukherjee husband, and another character. Avinash. So Avinash, he is not a birth of gay. He is realized after he is gay, and he is meet to Rani Mukherjee husband Dev, and he is to relation with Rani Mukherjee husband Dev. Another movie, Aliga. So in his movie, directed by Hansal Mehta, and his movie related to the true story of, and based of origin life in the India's Uttar Pradesh, and his role about the professor of Department of the Classic Modern Indian Language, and faculty of Aligarh Muslim University in Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh. So in professor, he is sex. He's a sex with the rickshaw plural, and he is a different identity. So he is not a rival. Your identity with a relation is our man, or he interested man, because he is a professor. So he revive your identity. So he is. So he's left in a university, and he's forgot your job, is not revive your identity. So another in his another way, his university, and one his Rajkumar Roy, we is a reporter, and he became his news, and capture his whole life news. Another movie is My Brother Nikhil 2040. He is the two based on Goa back his 19. So in his movie, Nikhil Kapoor is main protagonist, and Juhi Chawla is brother, and he is just stay with. Stay with out of India, and he's come to Goa, and he is the uh, he is the HIV. So his health act permeated the police arrest his brother Nikhil Kapoor, and he is kept in isolation. So after the he is the he is to arrive to the AIDS. He is to AIDS, and after he Nikhil that, and same way he's the same way he's Anamika was a role of Juhi Chawla, and he's the boyfriend Nikhil. So his boyfriend. After his brother death, his boyfriend also the AIDS rogue, and so I found another example of the French effort, another short story of the urban language, and is the main protagonist of the Muslim, and he's with another man of Muslim, and is a short story about. And India's our section 377 under the four articles with the right about LGBTQ and queer theory. So first is the right to equality under the Article 40, right against decommunication under Article 15, right to freedom of speech and expressions under Article 17, and right to the privacy under Article 19. So in all the LGBTQ, the nowadays is the more of freedom and is the struggle, or all the stream as to the develop as yourself and justice is my citation. Thank you.
My question is, Jerry, what do you think Bollywood, by making movies having these transgender characters, is giving enough justification to transgender community?
So, uh, I think Bollywood, by making movies having a transgender character, is giving enough not justification by transgender community, because he show only the how is the struggle in your life and behave the other people, and he is the struggle of justice, and he or she, not he, struggle our life to the position our dreams, to not justify the Bollywood transgender communities.
I would like I would like to add to it that if Bollywood, as Bollywood is using the transgender roles, they are using the normal or straight people or a actor and actresses in their Bollywood movies. Instead, if they can use the transgender himself or itself in the Bollywood movies, then they can get a place for their income, for their economic stability also, and that can even make an effective movies in the Bollywood.
Why is cinema important?
So, in cinema, in queer cinema is important because his role in a cinema are transgender homosexuality and homosexuality to the identity of the transgender people, and his behave and his the realize of the how to behave people in how to behave with people in the area of the justice.